I finally rolled out a new homepage and news section update for survivalhorrors.com. On the surface, it might look like this is just a simple layout change, but there's actually a lot going on behind the scenes, and I will show a little bit of that later. But for now, just the main differences on the homepage is we now have a sidebar, and the news is now, you get to see a lot more of the news stories. Before, this was the previous layout, which I hadn't been happy for a long time, but I was using like a page builder, which didn't really give me like as much control as I would have liked, and there was no real options for a good sidebar or anything like that. And I liked the idea of this like slider for the stories, but the problem is like the stories are trapped behind here and you don't really maybe think to click to see all the different stories. So I think it's better just to have like all the stories, you can like see like the last sort of 9 posts really. This sidebar as well is implemented in a few places now, so it's also on a news page. If I click that, you'll see we have a new news page, and this sidebar is actually from a previous feature. I've kind of ported it over from the video section, which also has a sidebar. So I just thought it would be nice for like more than just the video section to have this sidebar. So if I go back to my website home, the other features I've added is I've sort of tidied up the upcoming section a little bit. Before, it also had all of the text and the description, and it kind of led to sometimes uneven videos, or sorry, uneven cards on the homepage. So now if we go to upcoming, we can still see all of these descriptions in here, but on the homepage it's just like a shorter version of the card really. The next feature on the homepage is we now have like a video section with like a featured video and then a couple of random ones that will generate probably each day. I'm not exactly sure how often that changes, but it's random videos every time. And I've poured over like the search bar, so like if you search in here, so if we type in review for example and hit search, it'll bring up all the reviews from the video section. We'll just go back. So that's cool that the search bar works. This is purely for the video section though, so anything you type in here, or if you can click one of these little cards here, that'll bring you to videos of like, let's say Crow Country for example. It'll bring you all the Crow Country videos. That's the timeline's still here from before. I'm going to do a lot more with that. This feature has just kind of sat. I actually was debating whether or not to even keep this, but I'm leaving it here to show that I want to commit to like really upgrading this, and at some point have like a very detailed timeline that shows you like all the sort of important things that happened in survival horror. And later in an update, whenever you scroll down this, you'll just be able to click like load more. It'll just like load an entire history of survival horror, and I will have like a dedicated page just for the timeline. But for now that hasn't really changed. The news, I should say also when we're on here, this little sidebar will, if I just, like the website's like mobile friendly, so like depending on what screen you're viewing on, it should like just like be dynamic. And you can see there the sidebar, if anyone's looking for it on mobile, you just press this little button and it should pop up with everything you need. And that side, the little hamburger will follow you down the screen. So at any point whenever you're going down here, you should just be able to pop out and just visit any page you want. So we'll go to the news page, and yeah, there it's still here. So in the video page, it's always been there, but some people might not see it. It's actually just beside the search bar if you ever need that. So just click on here and you'll get all the, it's a slightly different search bar, but you get the idea. The news page has changed quite a bit also. So before it looked something like, where's my news page from before? Oh yeah, so this is what it used to look like. It had like a little load more button, and the archive and the database, but now it's just the sidebar and then the page, like the different posts, and we just have like this, like just change the next page sort of thing. If we go into one of the posts, it won't look too different to before, but I have redesigned this little like archive section. This used to be a plugin, but I've now just recoded that myself, and the game database thing's still there. And if you scroll down, this is a new feature actually. We've got the author card. Not every article is written by me. There's a few that's written by some of our other authors, so I thought it was important to like let you see who's actually wrote the story. And if you click on the author now, it will bring up the card, and then also like the post from that author. Like hopefully, ideally, we'll get like a lot, like there'll be other authors other than just me writing for us. So like at least you'll be able to see everything they've written and like a little bit of their background. And also like if you click on that, like a button, it'll like send you their social media and stuff like that. What else has changed? Oh yeah, I've got these little breadcrumbs. Before I didn't have that, so like now we can just like click on the news page or the home page, it brings you back to there. Before, with the author page was like just basically broken. Like this is the old author page. It just spewed out whatever, like it looked terrible. And I hope no one actually ever clicked on it before. I was always worried that like, I don't know, just this part was just never developed because it was on a page builder and because I knew it was going to basically ultimately be scrapped. I didn't really want to focus on it too much. I don't know how many people actually clicked on the author's name, but if you did, it just brought you essentially a broken part of the website. To give you an idea of what I mean by a page builder, it's essentially like the one I used was called Elementor. It's probably one of the most popular ones, but before any of these like home pages were basically built up just like using like drag and drop code blocks where you just like, if you wanted a new image or you wanted a video, you just like drag over. But it was really limited in what you could actually do, and I was very rarely happy with the end result and what you actually got. It was a quick and easy way to do something if you didn't know anything about coding at all, but it was very limited in what you could do with it, and I was never really happy with how it looked or what features it had. So that's whenever you have to code your own stuff. So even though like it probably won't look like a drastic change to people on the front end that are just using the website, behind the scenes, like I've tried to actually make it as similar to the old way it was just for now, and then this will like let me make much bigger changes down the line now that I have like just pure code. And just to let you know what that looks like, this isn't the exact code, but this is just some of the front end code. This is pretty much what you're dealing with whenever like for the new update. This is all I'd be editing, just pure code. So I haven't got any drag and drop ability. It's just purely editing the code. But like I say, hopefully what this means is that in future like redesigns or new features will be a lot easier to add, and I'm not like constrained by just using plugins. So hopefully this update lays the groundwork for bigger improvements and future updates. There's still a lot more to do and a lot more to refine, but this is a pretty big update, so I did think I'd share it with everyone. And if you are checking out, could you please let me know if you've noticed any bugs. There probably will be some bugs out there that I haven't really discovered yet. Or if you have any like feedback or any suggestions, the best place to get in touch is probably on our Discord server. There is a website feedback section, so yeah, let me know what you think, and hopefully bring some more updates soon.